Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Now, what Bernie Sanders is going for is single-payer health care, and his position is that health care is a right, and everybody should get health care. It shouldn't be a situation where the richest people get health care and the poorest people get absolutely nothing. That's his position. They call it socialism. But I told people before that socialism, the socialist boat has sailed in America. You know, you got Medicaid, Medicare, you got the military, you know, and I don't think anybody wants to get rid of Medicaid and Medicare. And that's straight up socialism. You know, so when people say, "Oh, we don't want no socialists in the White House," well, get rid of Medicare. Get rid of it. If you're really that much against socialism, why do you have all these socialist programs in America? You know? But that's an aside. Now let's get to the Democrats. I find it absolutely hysterical. The Democrats, and I won't say the establishment Democratic Party, because the establishment Democratic Party want you to go with Hillary Clinton. On both sides, the wild cards are Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, because neither one of them is dependent upon, you know, super PACs or corporations to back them. Donald Trump is basically running a campaign with no boots on the ground, which is unheard of. He's basically using social media to run, and he's killing everybody. So when you do that, you actually save money. So he's winning and doing it at cheaper cost. Bernie Sanders is basically getting money from small donors, you know, like the people. He doesn't really have any super PACs, doesn't really have any major businesses behind him. His main thrust has been from the populace. Now, what makes him a wild card is that it's like if you're not controlled by corporations and controlled by big business, you're not going to get it. You know, they don't want you to be the candidate for the party. That's Republican and Democrat. That's why I say Republicans and Democrats, there's really no difference between them. There really isn't. There's no difference between the Republicans, no difference between the Democrats. What matters is whether you are establishment or whether you're anti-establishment. You know, Trump is anti-establishment. Cruz, to a certain degree, is anti-establishment. I mean, he's not. They have a problem or issue with him that they don't control him 100%. But he's not as much as a wild card as Trump. The person who's actually the butt boy for the establishment on the Republican side is Marco Rubio. But like I said, that plan is going awry because the people don't like Marco Rubio. Now, what I find funny about the Democrats is you have the mainstream corporatist Democrat, which is what Hillary represents, and then you have the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. Elizabeth Warren represents that. Bernie Sanders represents that. They're for more progressive policy. Establishment corporatist Democrats like Hillary are basically for the status quo. And that's the reason why a Hillary presidency would be great for both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, because you're not going to get, it's going to be like Obama Part 2. You're not going to get any real substantive change, because the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, they support Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, want to challenge the concept of money in politics. Now think about that. They want to get a candidate that's going to take money out of politics. Now, what chance in hell do you see of them getting the candidacy of the Democratic Party? You know what I'm saying? What chance in hell do you see that? So those are what you call anti-establishment positions, because the establishment wants to pay off and buy politicians. That's what it does. Legal bribery. And so, to get back to Bernie Sanders, this is the point I want to make about this. The progressive wing of the Democratic Party is mad at black folks right now because black folks are going with Hillary Clinton. They're going with the corporatist Democratic candidate, the establishment candidate. Now, the reason why I find this funny is, wasn't Bill Clinton called like the first black president? You heard stuff like that, and black people love the Clintons. Now, all of a sudden, that Hillary is running and Barack Obama is no longer a factor. He's done his 8 years. He's out of here. Black folks, and a lot of black folks supported Hillary Clinton, even when she was running against Obama. Not as much as Obama got, but I remember there was a few people, even some friends that I knew, that were going for Hillary Clinton over Obama. So now that Obama's gone, they put, black folks are clearly with Hillary Clinton because what they want is the next female president, the next woman president. And I got news for you. Being the next woman president is not really a policy. It was the same thing with Barack Obama. Being the first black president is not a policy. You have to be substantive in your policies. When you do these debates and you have the general debate, you're going to have to know what to talk about. And that's the reason why I feel if Hillary Clinton runs against Donald Trump, that Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. I mean, if you look at the statistics and you do a search on Google, go and you'll see the different polls. When they poll Hillary Clinton against Donald Trump, she is beating him in the general. But there's a few factors there that are very scary. Number one is that Donald Trump is the most disliked candidate, and Hillary Clinton is the second most disliked candidate. She's beating Trump in certain positions, but then in other states, she's actually losing to Donald Trump and losing to Ted Cruz and losing to Marco Rubio if you do these polls. It depends on what state you're talking about. Bernie Sanders is kicking everybody's ass, polling-wise. He's kicking Donald Trump's ass. He's kicking Ted Cruz's ass. He's kicking Marco Rubio's ass in just about every state. Like the majority of the polling, you see that he's more popular than Hillary Clinton. So that's a problem. So he's the wild card on the Democratic side, and Donald Trump is the wild card on the Republican side. And so what's happening is Bernie Sanders has lost a couple of states to Hillary Clinton, especially in the South, because black folks in mass came out for Hillary Clinton and didn't vote for Bernie Sanders. So what I find funny about that is that the progressive liberal wing of the Democratic Party has never really done anything for black folks. I mean, what have they done? Can somebody tell me a policy or something? Like they have their policies, they have their agenda, and what they want is for black folks to support them in their agenda. But they don't actually do anything to appeal to black folks or have any policies that black folks could actually look at and say, oh, wow, this is what the Democratic Party did for us. So now you hear all of this stuff about, well, how come black folks is voting for Hillary and not Bernie? Hillary doesn't do. Now all of a sudden, if you notice, they're bringing up all this stuff that Hillary Clinton did and showing her problems with race now, which is really disingenuous. And I'm not on her side or against her. I'm just like commentating on the show, y'all. Remember, this is all entertainment. But now all of a sudden they're raising that as an issue. Well, Hillary Clinton has a bad record with black folks, and the Clintons did this, and the Clintons whatever. And it's true. It's true. Just like it's true that the numbers don't add up for Donald Trump. It's true. But it doesn't fucking matter. Because what you have done is created low information voters who don't care about truth. They don't care about facts. They don't care about policies. What they care about is feelings, intangible feelings. It's things like, does Hillary Clinton look more presidential than Bernie Sanders? That's all that matters. Does Donald Trump tell it like it is? Is he gonna fight for us and make America great again? That's all that matters. So all these people now who are part of the establishment, who are now all of a sudden becoming journalists to try to fight back against the monsters that they've created, I just find the entire thing just entertaining. That's just me personally.